What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Jay the Informant. Please like, subscribe. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers right now. So if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, liking the video, mostly subscribe, but So I want to get back into this whole DoorDash thing because I saw a video from her yesterday. And, I understand DoorDash appeal. DoorDash, for anybody that doesn't say that she can garnish an audience, I would have to disagree with you guys because she comes off as a quirky, hardworking type of person, and that's what she tries to sell to her audience. I get that. Even her thumbnails, it's just her. So it's kind of original in a way because it's just showing her as a personal brand, DoorDash. But what still bothers me is that DoorDash, who was just begging for, electric bills, she needed her electric pay, she needed her car note pay, she needed all this pay. You guys remember that, right?
Our electricity's paid. Our. Yours too. Okay, yours too. All right.
So I'm sorry if I cry. I'm sorry if I shed tears. Hey, Doe, I'm from Poland and I'm a YouTuber too. And if y'all want to read these comments, they're on that video where I was just like overwhelmed by all of this and facing a car repossession and afraid to be evicted. Like, I wonder if y'all go through anything because people were coming at me as if they don't go through nothing, as if they've never needed help.
Now we fast forward here where DoorDash, she then says that she was able to save 10% of her money over the last 2 weeks, the same 2 weeks in which she was begging for money. She said she was able to save $1,000. And out of that, it's 10%. If $1,000 is 10%, so she had made $10,000 in 2 weeks. So why was she even begging for money? Why was she begging for people to pay her electricity bill? Why was she begging for people to pay her car note? Her car was going to get repoed and everything like that. And then she comes out and said that she read this book called The King of Babylon and how he was able to save 10%. So she started saving 10% off our DoorDash order and all that stuff.
Do you ever recall anybody saying, give yourself 10%? Before you pay anybody, give yourself 10%. Or after you pay your tithes, give yourself 10%. Pay yourself. I never heard that growing up. Let me tell you. Somebody recommended me to read. Where's all this coming from? Somebody recommended for me to read The Richest Man in Babylon. So I started reading it about a week and a half ago. And they were saying how the richest man in Babylon had all the money. He was able to spend it and still had more. And so they had the richest man in Babylon come teach 100 men on how he was so rich. And the richest man in Babylon said, hey, look, I get it. But what you have to understand is if you make $2, take 10% from $2. It's very little that adds up to very much. And sometimes we want millions of dollars. We want so much money, and then we'll start saving. He said, take the little that you make and take 10% from it and pay yourself. It's very little amounts. And oh my God, when I tell y'all how that changed my mind, so I started doing it. I do DoorDash. I do food delivery. I also have a hair product that I've been selling for the past 2 weeks. And every order I get, whether it's $45, or whether it's a DoorDash order for $7 or $8, I will take 10% from every single order because we get paid daily from food delivery. And with DoorDash, you get paid right after you deliver the order. So if I make $10, I take $1 and I put it in my savings. Y'all, I have been able, just in a week and a half of doing that, I have been able to make about $1,000 with everything that I have made.
Now we fast forward to today, which is the 30th of August. And DoorDash released a video yesterday. I want to say it was yesterday. It's called "I Need New Brakes. I have no money." I have no money. You just made a video saying that you had $1,000, and it's right here 3 days ago. A book for broke people who hate their jobs. So she made this video in which she pretty much said that she pretty much said that she had made $10,000 in 2 weeks. She was able to put $1,000 back. Now she's out here dry begging for some new brakes. She's pretty much saying that she spent all the money again. So I guess that book really didn't pay off. She spent all the money again. And now she needs everybody to come out here and help her. Now, and then she goes on in the video to show her being, quirky, helping people out on a daily grind. And she comes off as somebody who you guys like because she comes off as, your cousin or something like that. At least to me, she comes off like a cousin or something like that because it's somebody that's working hard, that she's trying hard, and that you would, I guess, want to, I would say, help and all that stuff, monetarily. And people like, oh, if I give $5, if I give $10, we'll be helping her out as a pool of people together. But I think this is a way for DoorDash to manipulate her audience and to give her money, because somebody who made $10,000 in the last 2 weeks shouldn't be back out here asking people who probably have less than her for their money. But I want to play for you guys that new clip that where she's kind of dry begging, where she's saying that, oh, you guys could help me out, but she's really not saying it. She's not being direct. She's very indirect with this video.
Oh my gosh, I need new brakes. Oh my God, I tell y'all, is it just me? Is that's trying to survive out here, showing up every day, waking up early, working out, and it's like life hits you, just keeps punching you in the face. And it seems like don't nobody care. But people do care. You just have to let them know. I can never be the person that's like, nobody cares, because I have cried for help and people have came for my rescue. And I'm so grateful.
So I get both sides of the argument. On one side, we got people who want to help her, but on the other side, we have people who want to call her out for all the scamming behavior, and they believe that she's taking advantage of her audience by doing this. And I find myself on the you're running a scam side, and you need to be called out for it, because I've shown you guys what happened when we trust people who just, they want to come to the community, they want to ask for help. They don't need the help, but they just want to manipulate people, take their money whatsoever. I talked about UMAR Johnson plenty of times on my channel. UMAR Johnson is another person who has, came to the black community pretending to be somebody who he's not. He's not even a doctor. He's criticized black people for, taking care of their kids, but yet he has 3 baby mamas, don't take care of none of his kids. He prances around in this school that has never opened, the school that never was. The Black Hogwarts is what people are calling him. They're calling him the Prince of Pan-Pizza, because he's always out here begging. He's always showing himself eating in motel rooms, hotel rooms. Technically, he's unemployed. But, let me get off the Umar Johnson thing for a second. DoorDash and her appeal to her audience is why the audience actually, gives her money. She uses this to manipulate her people or her audience, in this case, not her people, because not all black people are falling for this. She uses this to manipulate people. And, she actually has a wide range. I think she has everybody in her audience. So it's just not black people in her audience that's giving her money. But she manipulates those people that believe her into giving her money and to, feeling part of the family, which I think is just completely wrong. I think that, I can't say immoral, but it's morally bankrupt. Now, maybe she doesn't play out morals. Maybe it's just a character that she uses. But at the end of the day, it is sad to see that DoorDash is out here manipulating her audience into giving her money that she doesn't need, when she's over here bragging in another video that she made $10,000 in 2 weeks. That's all I wanted to say. I will be covering DoorDash going forward. Have a great day. Oh, don't forget to subscribe too.